Okay, and we're in action. What's up to all the peeps? It's your boy Mohammed, and currently I'm in Tehran, Iran, and it's my favorite place in the world. For me, no place comes close to it. Maybe because I was brought up in a Iranian household, but nevertheless, man, amazing place. And I'm making this video because I often get asked by my friends, especially my friends in the West, should I go to Iran and will I enjoy it? So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to break it down for you what Iran's like and whether you should come or not come, and it all depends on your personality. You know, you have to make a decision. I can only tell you what to expect. Okay, so you're gonna have to ask yourself 4 questions before you come to Iran. Number one is, are you extroverted or introverted? Okay, Iran's a very, very extroverted kind of place. You're gonna get people coming up to you non-stop on the streets. You could be on a bus, on a train, going to the supermarket, in the park, in the gym, at the pool, at work, wherever. People will come to you non-stop, asking you for things. If you're a foreigner, where you're from, what you do, it's just an extrovert kind of place, and just be ready to interact with a lot of people. Now, there's pros and cons to it. Personally, I'm an extrovert. I love it. I love talking to people, meeting new people, finding new friends every day. I love the fact I can go over and talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime, and it's socially accepted, right? So, if that's for you, then come to Iran. You know what I'm saying? If you're the kind of person that doesn't like approaching people or being approached or talking to strangers, stay in the UK, go to Japan. You know, I'm pretty sure like no one's going to strike up a conversation with you on the streets there at all. Okay. Question number 2 you have to ask yourself is, are you a deep thinker, and do you like things like poetry, the deeper meaning in life, or are you a practical kind of person? So for me, I differ on this part. I'm a practical kind of guy. The deeper meaning in life doesn't matter to me. But if you're into poetry and all that kind of like spiritual, deeper meaning kind of stuff, come to Iran. It's a land of the poets, and spirituality plays a big role out here. But for me, I'm a practical kind of guy. I just don't care. Number 3, the question you have. Number 3, the question you have to ask yourself is, are you an emotional kind of person, or are you more the logical kind of guy or girl? Okay, if you're very emotional, you love Iran, because Iranians are very emotional. You can see the emotions throughout the culture, throughout the city, everywhere, right? Iranians are the kind of people, they will love you so much that they'll kiss you and hug you, and just share their emotions with you, man. They'll tell you straight away, I love you, I like you, I want to be around. Well, that's not really emotion, but I feel good around you, etc. Or they won't like you and they want to chop your head off. That's just how Iranians are. I think the media portrays that pretty well, but that's the only thing they portray pretty well. Iranians are very emotional, man, so be ready for that. It's a love or hate kind of thing out here, but at the same time, man, if they love you, man. They'll go to the moon and back for you. So if you're an emotional kind of person, come to Iran, man. You can share your emotions, see emotions in people. But if you're more the logical thinking kind of guy, you know what I mean. You're more calm. You like to read books. You're a bit of a nerd. Maybe Iran isn't for you, man. It's not a nerdy kind of place, you know. It's a whirlwind of emotions, like I said. Okay, so ask yourself that question. Number four. Actually, before I go on to number 4, yeah, I just want to say Iranians are very warm. They're very warm people. They're not cold. So I was brought up in the UK. It's the opposite of UK, man. The British are cold as ice. You know what I mean? Not all of them, but the culture's like that. So they won't open up to you very easily. You know what I mean? They won't. But in Iran, it's the complete opposite, man. I think the Middle East in general, Africa, very warm places. Probably South America, who've never been there before. Okay, so number 4. Moving on to number 4. I know it's stretching out a bit, but it's just the way I do things, man. Ask yourself if you're always on time. Okay, if you're always on time, then maybe Iran isn't for you. It's going to be a hard place to deal with things, because things never run on time in Iran. Okay, if you're going to meet people, if you're going to go to someone's place, if you're waiting for a bus, whatever, things don't run on time in Iran, man. It's just the way it is. It's a culture. If you want everything regimented, like the Germans or the British or even Americans, man, where 9 o'clock is 9 o'clock, 9:01 you're late, and then you're going to get judged for it. Maybe Iran isn't for you, man. It's the kind of place where if I'm going to say to you, I'm going to meet you at 8 o'clock, it's around 8 o'clock. I think the Spanish are the same. So I think the Greeks are the same. So Mediterraneans, Iranians, Middle Easterners, even Asians, man, they're pretty much like that too, like East Asia. So ask yourself that, man. If being on time matters to you and you get pissed off when people are late, then, and you got your whole plan, you got your whole schedule worked out and everything's regimented in time, 9 till 10 here, 10 till 11 there, maybe Iran isn't for you, man. Iran, you have to be more spontaneous and laid back. So ask yourself those 4 questions if you want to come to Iran, man. But if you hit 4 out of 4, what my advice would be, definitely come to Iran. You will love it. I hit 3 out of 4 of them. Still, best place I've been to in the whole world, but I'm biased. 2 out of 4 is 50-50. If you only agree with one of the things I said about Iranian culture, do not come here. Go somewhere else. Go to Western Europe or East Asia or somewhere, man. Iran wouldn't fit you. Okay, so hope that helps. And yeah, any questions, let me know. I'll try and make another video, get back to you in the comment section or on Facebook, Instagram, whatever. Let me know. All right, guys, take care and peace.